Good morning, curling fans from Hamilton and around the world. Welcome to TSL's coverage of the Ontario Senior Men's and Women's Championships, coming to you live from the Glendale Golf and Country Club in Hamilton. My name is Barb Williamson, and I'm joined by Laurie Eddy, a former Ontario Scotties champ and a national Scotties silver medalist. Welcome, Laurie.
Thanks, Barb. It's so nice to be joining you today. It's our second day here at competition at the Senior Men's, and with a game already under their belts, I'm expecting to see a great game with some excellent shot making. So our feature game today is between Team LOBEL. They are from the Scarborough Golf and Country Club, and they are playing against Team RAJALA from the Rideau Curling Club.
Awesome. So they're just getting some slides in after their practice sessions. And during the draw to the button competition for Last Rock, the RAJALA team put their draw by Paul Madden a mere 2 inches from the pinhole. And Team LOBEL followed up with a draw that was full 4 foot. So as a result, the RAJALA team have earned the Last Rock advantage in the first end. And it looks like we're just about ready to go here.
They fixed the sign.
Perfect.
I'm expecting to see a really offensive game here by these guys. They're great hitters, and they're not afraid to make those big doubles and run backs. I think we're in for a good game, Laurie.
Yes, I see that Team LOBEL already called a center guard, so game on.
Hey, Brian.
So Barb, did you get up early to watch the game with Canada and the Americans?
No, in fact, I caught the last part of it on our way here on a telephone call with my husband.
Oh, okay.
So he was giving me a play-by-play, and I was hoping that we'd be able to steal one in the 10th, but didn't work out that way for us. So we still have a chance to play for bronze.
Yes, it was a nail biter till that 8th end, and that was a really pivotal end for the team.
And the ladies hockey team lost a heartbreaker as well in a shootout. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, what do you think of shootout to determine a gold medal?
Well, they did give it a fair overtime period. At least it wasn't just a 3-minute period like during the regular competition. So, everybody knew it was going to be a nail biter, and it was the U.S.'s time to win. I mean, they can't lose every final, right?
We can only hope.
We can only hope. And it's still another silver medal for us, so we're still, doing very, very well as a Team Canada over there in Pyeongchang.
Yeah, keep going hard. Yeah.
So as predicted, they're getting into it right out of the gate here.
Yeah, we've got 3 perfect shots here to start the end. Well, I know the Canadian men will be really sad to not make that gold medal final, but hopefully they can rebound with a solid bronze medal performance.
Now, the U.S. playing Sweden for the gold medal, they have to be over the moon.
Oh, yeah, it's huge for the growth of the game, and this will mean big things for curling.
We just don't want the U.S. to get too good.
Well, I think we better start getting used to these these teams from other countries. They're stepping up.
Another really good shot here. You're lining up for some takeouts are going to be happening soon with some rocks rolling here.
Yeah, I love this. Based on this end, we're going to be in for a good show today.
I don't really have head-to-head numbers for these teams playing each other, but I have to think that they always have a really tight, well-played game.
Whoa, top 12, whoa. Or even just short is good. Hurry now. Yeah. Very hard.
Yeah, just some excellent draw shots here.
Clean. Yep.
Clean, clean.
It's so control. Control. Yeah, hit really hurt.
Okay, Team LOBEL trying for the hit and roll. Team RAJALA trying to get the play into the rings with that peel.
Very hard.
And this is that spot we've seen over and over and over, and how much it curls.
There's definitely some movement.
Okay.
So definitely not ideal, not what they had intended.
And we mentioned this before about how they concentrate so hard on the draw weight in their 7-minute practice that they don't get a chance. I think we've only seen one team come out here and throw some takeouts during that 7-minute practice to see how the ice is running instead of just, you know, the edge of the 8-foot to the button for their very important draw. I'm not minimizing the importance of the draw, but we've seen in every game we've covered that they get fooled on this path in the first end.
Well, the other problem is because everything's being played from the 8-foot in, that center line doesn't get used very much, so it's still a bit fresh. So I think sometimes even they don't realize that they need to add just a little bit more weight in the first end on those shots down the middle. So Team RAJALA trying to spread things out a little bit, and there's one lonely red in there.
Yes. Yeah, Rob's going to want to clear out some of these.
Hurry! Hurry!
You don't want to give up a big end to this RAJALA team
very hard.
in the first end.
Very hard. Very hard. Very hard. Very hard.
If they can squeeze that through.
That actually worked out pretty well with the removing that back yellow one.
Yeah, unfortunately it stays on, so there's a chance here for a big end.
Oh, yes, I see that one hung over in the corner.
So there's been so much action on our sheet already, we didn't say what the other games were. So on sheet C, we have Team Daniel playing Team Armstrong. And on sheet D, we have Team Nye playing against Team Cochrane. And on sheet F, we have Team Lewis playing Team Hutchinson. So we'll keep an eye on those and let you know what the scores are as the game progresses. So big chance here for a double, but definitely getting more movement than what they thought. Still not a bad situation for Team RAJALA, sitting second and third.
Yeah, Rob's got to be careful here.
Yeah, he needs to try to sit two and not set up a double.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hurry, Brian. Hurry, Brian.
Yeah, he's trying to make it curl. So again, in this spot, we've seen that game after game as well. As soon as you get out a little bit out into the 12-foot on this out turn, it just, with that little up weight, it wants to run, just track down the sheet.
Definitely, and we have been seeing that so far in all three games yesterday. It's pretty consistent. So I'm wondering if these people are watching our telecast, Barb.
Yeah, there you go.
We've been pointing it out pretty clearly, I thought.
We could also say it does exactly the same thing on the other side.
Exactly. So great chance here for Team RAJALA to hit and split the rings, sit two.
Yeah, and they, you know, if he gets a nice roll to the wings, they'll be far apart and no double available.
Close. Yep. Yep. Anything, Chris. Anything. Okay.
Yeah, I really wanted to stay away from that guard, so they didn't give Team LOBEL a chance to get under cover and take away his two possibility here.
So just looking across the other sheets this morning, looks like all the men are out here to play. Tons of rocks in play on every sheet.
Yes, there are.
Might help if I put my glasses on,
You know, it's an interesting feel. I covered this event in Lindsay last year, and it's amazing how the field, maybe a team or two different, and that's it. They're all repeats.
Okay.
And it's really interesting to see how they at this level how it's usually the same teams that are rising to the top. There aren't many new teams aging in
really hard,
seniors.
So Team LOBEL really trying to get that roll under. I think they just miscalled that by a little bit. However, they did group the stones, so might still be able to get out of this with a double on the next.
Trouble what a pair of glasses will do.
Just that late finish, eh?
Yeah, just a little bit surprised how quick that curled.
I think they seem to be throwing it quite firm, so I think they're just going to have to accept that they have to take a little bit more ice. It's really not in their nature, probably, to be taking 6 inches of ice for a takeout, but it seems like that's what you have to do here. Now this is the spot that Howard's throwing in right now. This is right on the edge of the straight spot versus the curling spot.
Control.
He's calling for control takeout.
Off, right off, right off, right off.
They didn't love it out of his hands, so he must have been a bit full. So I think he's going to stick around. Oh, no.
That's unfortunate. I think he threw it a little wide. And
Yeah, that was a really good chance to sit two.
Yeah, sorry, Rich. Just got out.
Might have even been a normal weight versus controlled.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it firm out here.
So good communication on Team LOBEL, recognizing that this spot might be a bit fresh. Says he's going to keep the weight up a little bit.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
well, he's got it. It's whether he hangs around or not. Oh, very nice.
Oh,
whoa, whoa.
that's a beauty.
It is a good shot.
Really
That was gonna roll
forces Team
further than that,
RAJALA to draw for their one. So all of a sudden they went from looking good for a 2 or 3 to being forced to take one.
Yeah, and a great shot from Rob.
See how
He's
these,
under the guard, and
bad boys
Howard really
are
can't
slanted,
risk trying to
eh?
pick that out of there for the blank.
No.
So
Yeah. They should fix that, but yeah.
So they should know the weight. This is what they concentrated on during their practice. So I'm expecting him to make this.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like he's taking enough ice too.
Okay, the boys aren't putting a broom down to it. Thinking it's a bit warm. So that'll be a big steal for Team LOBEL in the first end. So basically out of nowhere. So after one end, Team LOBEL 1-0 over Team RAJALA.
So I think it was a good end in that they learned a lot about the
Yeah, thanks.
about the paths they're going to and the amount of curl they're going to see in the different areas. They used a good cross section of the sheet. And Rob's going right after him again with another center guard. Oh, change a call. Top 4.
Yeah, he's up 1. So nice sportsmanship from Team RAJALA, acknowledging what a great hit and roll that Rob LOBEL made.
Boy, when it starts to go, it really goes, eh? Okay.
So this is the lead for Team RAJALA. His name is Paul Madden.
Line's good.
Curls out of the Rideau Curling Club in Ottawa.
That's good.
And throwing lead rocks for Team LOBEL is Brian Bobby. He is from Mississauga.
Purdy's got to curl a lot. Keep going hard. Keep going hard.
Trying to. They look a bit perplexed over what just happened to that rock. It just didn't finish up, so gives Team RAJALA the chance to hit and roll under.
And you know, it's pretty much the same broom as he gave him for the first one. It's probably the first undercurl we've seen in that spot.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard. 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 Whoa.
Well
Nice
done.
shot there. Tucks a piece under anyway.
Board.
So throwing second for Team LOBEL is Tom Roblin. Tom's hometown is Lindsay. A lot of people here from Lindsay.
Yeah, there are.
Whoa, whoa,
A lot of good curlers in Lindsay, I guess.
Roblin all the way. Roblin all the way, all the way.
Trying to make it
Okay,
finish
good.
a little. Really nice weight on that. Saves his shooter.
Yeah. Throw a guard on the same rock. Gotta take less ice, eh? Yeah.
And throwing second stones for the RAJALA team is Chris Fulton. Chris also lives in Ottawa.
So you must know these gentlemen very well.
Yeah, yep, we see them on a regular basis.
Line's real good.
You'll have to tell us of some good stories as the game goes on.
Yeah.
Great come around here by Chris. Perfect.
You know, my favorite story about them is it's not exactly detailed in their feature sheets, is that they went to the Briar together in 1999, and they waited for all of these years for them to reunite after they all turned 50.
So is this the exact same team?
It is the same team.
Wow.
Yeah, except Rich Moffat was skipping when they went to the Briar.
That's right. Okay.
So it was the turn of the century Briar in 1999, and the banner in our club, that's what it says on it.
Oh, really?
The last, something about the last Briar of the century.
Well, that's awfully special to go to a Briar. So Now they're going to try to get to the senior championship.
Actually, they've been.
Have they?
Hard. Hurry,
Yep.
hurry, hurry.
It's a good team.
Hurry, 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 hurry. Whoa.
I believe Paul, the
Oh.
second Paul, was the last one, the lead Paul, was the last one to turn 50 to be eligible for seniors.
He's
so.
the youngin' on the
He's
team.
Youngin', yep.
So Team LOBEL, a little fortunate making the run through. I think the call was to peel. But they'll take that.
I'll say. It leaves the same draw around opportunity here for Chris. He's such a tall guy that when he's stretched out in his delivery, he goes from the house almost to the hawk line, it seems.
That hog line comes up pretty quick when you're tall. Weight looks nice on this one as well.
Good line again, too.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Very nice.
Two nice draws by Chris.
Actually, we talked about how teams get to this event, through the series of qualifiers, and I mentioned that there is a challenge round, and that's how the RAJALA team got into this.
Oh, really?
They didn't advance through the qualifiers, but they had their second chance at the challenge round and made good use of it.
They did it the tough way.
Room. Get ready, Tom.
So feeling that guard is high enough that they can just make a play on the rock and the rings.
I don't know if it helps. Go for it.
See the difference in path with just a little bit more weight.
Yeah. Didn't
House.
quite push it through.
He rolled behind cover,
yeah,
though.
it just rolls behind the center, though. Sit shot rock.
So Rich can probably see, a good portion of that. This is Rich Moffat throwing third rocks for the RAJALA team. It's kind of a joke on this team. He's not known for his sweeping skills. So you'll often see him drop off and let Chris and Paul take the...
Well, it is a skill in itself, and he has skipped a long time.
Hard! Hard!
This looks like a good one.
Whoa!
Nice shot.
Well thrown, well called.
Okay.
Gets the nice flip under. So throwing third for Team LOBEL is Brian Roblin. So Brian says he was born in Lindsay, but he currently lives in Scarborough.
Another Lindsay.
So obviously these boys are brothers. Or cousins. So no choice here but to freeze down to the back one with Team RAJALA sitting 2.
Okay, hurry then. Hurry.
Now this is another spot on the ice where we've seen a lot of
Hurry,
finish.
hurry,
If,
Tom.
if the weight is good, it will walk right over to the
Hurry
center
for
line.
weight. Really hard for weight.
Yeah, they'd love to be
Really hard
right
for
back
weight.
to
Right
this
to it.
one.
Right to it if you
Working
can. Go,
hard.
go. Okay.
It was very, very close. It's a good shot.
It's dead behind the guard, and Howard's going to have to think about how he wants to plan on removing this. It's kind of overburied, in fact.
Or do you want to try and top it a bit?
So the tap freeze or the freeze. Bit of a dilemma here. It's important for them to score in this end. I mean, obviously you want to get more than one, but
Yeah, trying to freeze down to it. They could peel the guard and try to bring those other ones into play if Team LOBEL doesn't do something really good. Might have a chance at a multiple end.
Where?
This really shrinks your scoring area.
This is curling on them, and they may, you know.
Room. Yep. Hard. Hard. Room. Yep.
Just when you think there's room.
Hard. Right up. Right up. Right up. Right up. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Needs to be shot.
Good sweep, guys.
Okay. What do you think, Barb?
Well, it's we're right over top of this, and Rob's taking a.
Put it here, even if they're leaving shot.
Did you hear what he said? Did he say we're definitely shot or they're definitely
Make sure
shot?
they can't get another one in there.
I think he
So
said
you
they're
can-
definitely shot.
Okay.
So great force opportunity. Like I say, it's pretty tricky to get a lot in there. It's very small scoring area. So he's
So I
just
got
going to try to
27 seconds on
minimize
that.
this further.
Yeah. They're shot by about an inch.
Ah.
So
Okay, there we
try to
go.
freeze to it. If we get a perfect corner freeze, we could be shot. It's awfully tough. Because it's right
If
off.
he ever touched his own here,
the
that
tee line.
he'd
Yeah.
set up a double opportunity for Howard. He has to be really careful here.
That's right. I think the tolerance is to be a little short. You definitely don't want to bounce off.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Okay, the sweepers are dropping off. So they're recognizing this is a little firm, so they're going to make sure that it doesn't set up a double takeout.
So now there's no question that yellow is shot. They've even actually lined it up a little bit better.
I don't think we can. Is that just going to bump it up into that yellow one? Yeah, come in the other way here.
You can do it in theory on the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're actually playing on the overburied side of this situation here.
Guess that's probably not that great right there, eh?
Yeah, there's not a lot of great options to
Almost
sit
have to be
to.
right there.
Well, what's wrong with there?
Well, he just whacks it. That yellow goes, and that well,
Right, yeah.
might spin out.
A little bit of a dilemma here.
No, we could try that,
Chris is coming to have a look.
but that's just going to go onto there, eh?
It's just, is our line even, is that even possible? on
It'd
this
have to be
line?
like board weight or
Yeah.
something, or yeah. All right.
For sure he doesn't want to set up anything
Right.
with that back red that LOBEL, if they pile up two rocks here, LOBEL could be shot.
I think with this call, he's just really trying to make sure that Team LOBEL doesn't have a chance to play that same corner freeze.
Yeah,
It's really difficult for him to lay two here.
it is, and he has to be careful that he doesn't set up some kind of an in-off for their yellow stone to be removed from the shot stone's position too. I wonder where he wants this to eventually stop.
Line's good. Line's good.
So a lot of rocks have been played down this spot. So it'll be pretty slick. Just lost the line a little bit on it.
I think just we could run that back for two, like with the board weight or something like that. That's about really the only shot they have right now. Yeah, and then they just, that's a pretty easy double. They almost can't miss it.
I know.
So I'd say cut off his draw. Just put one up here.
Well, no, we're here.
Yeah, but we got to be way over, so.
No, you're cutting off the draw, okay?
Yeah, yeah. Let's leave it right here.
That's probably the safest thing for him to do right now.
I love this call. Anything he puts in really is going to help Team
Do you think the
Rajala.
run back is easier? Because it's really not that hard. Just makes contact with his and he scores 2.
He's worried
Do
about
you
the
think
run back.
is easier for them?
He'd have to
It's
play
not
it
that bad.
quietly,
Makes
though, don't you
contact.
think, Laurie? Because
Doesn't draw the
his own
button.
rocks are a little staggered, so you
run
wouldn't
back?
want to throw a bullet in there.
Well, we heard some of the talk yesterday
Yeah.
about the striking ban, so I feel like that would be very
Yeah, they
difficult
just
to
have that
remove
maybe,
both
it might-
those yellows with the run back.
I don't know.
I don't know if they would get enough action.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Let's
this
just
is
go
the
guard,
smart
eh?
play.
I'm thinking that when it comes to Howard's turn here, he could
No, I guess
probably
not.
play it quietly.
So throwing skip rocks is Rob LOBEL, and Rob's hometown is Thornhill.
That's fine. Okay.
Now let's see what they decide.
Okay.
So he put it where he wanted to. He blocked off the draw to the button for the second point.
Yeah.
So I think Team Rajala is playing hack weight and just hoping to
Yeah,
push
that's a pretty tough
theirs
shot.
back onto the red and possibly get their 2 that way.
Oh, they're trying to pick it. I
They
think.
just have to move it out of the button area because they have that top counter sitting there.
It's a pretty tricky shot.
Looks like their 1 is secure, but they certainly love to pick up a second point here.
We'll just clip what they can see of the one on the button onto ours and in for 2. Yeah.
That's just tough.
I
He can
imagine
probably just see like a
they're playing it
sliver of it.
top. They might be tapping. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it must be. Maybe, yeah.
Oh, they're holding it.
Well, they're by.
They're by.
Can you sweep that out of there?
Wow.
Really nice shot.
Good shot.
Very well done.
He made that look easy.
Yeah.
Two
That was
yellow.
Skip Howard Rajala from the, and he lives in Canada, which is really just a little suburb of Ottawa.
So after the second end, the score is 2-1 for Team Rajala over Team LOBEL.
LOBEL.
That was a fantastic shot for 2.
How are other games coming along here, Laurie?
Well, that's a good question. Let me have a little peek. So on sheet C, we have Team Armstrong up 1-0 over Team Daniel. And on sheet D, the score is tied at 1 apiece between Team Nye and Team Cochrane. And on sheet F, we have Team Lewis up 2-0 over Team Hutchinson.
I think on sheet F, Laurie, they just stole again because they're throwing. Team Lewis are throwing first, so I imagine they're going to be updating us. Oh, they took 3 more in the second end, so that was a steal.
Oh boy. So speaking of Team Hutchinson, we had the injury yesterday in our feature game. What is the update with them?
So I don't know if for our viewers that didn't see it, that he fell in the first end on the backboards, and there was speculation that he had broken his wrist. And sure enough, they took him to the hospital, and he was there for hours and hours and hours. And they put a cast on his left arm around the wrist, and apparently just before they released him, they re-X-rayed it. And he has to go back today to have that cast removed and have the break reset again. So
Oh boy. So that was during the first end of our feature game with Team Hutchinson, and it was their player that was injured was Don Shane. So sending our best wishes to him and hoping he has a very speedy recovery, as they did qualify for the Masters Nationals. And that takes place, I believe, the beginning of April.
that's right.
So
right,
hoping he will be able to participate.
Yes, and I was talking to Al Hutchison this morning, and he said they brought in a ringer. I said, did you get another player? He says, yes, we brought in a ringer, and they call him the young lad because he's probably just a new senior.
Well, that's good because I can't imagine playing out this competition with only 3.
It'd be very difficult. They did manage to pull off a win in that game that they only had 3 players in. So hats off to Team Hutchison for picking up the slack after losing a player.
Okay, so lots of rocks in play again this end.
So Rob has a corner guard. Looks like he's going to take advantage of it and go around it. This is another spot they haven't played yet, and they're going to see a huge amount of curl here as well.
Just Brian.
Which is really a testament of how good this ice is because
Brian, if you can.
both turns curl in this spot.
Keep going hard.
Yes, ice maker Mike Breakers doing a great job with the conditions.
Okay.
It doesn't get entirely buried, so Howard will take a pass at this. Chris Fulton will attempt probably to hit and roll back to the middle here. See how long
Whoa! Yep!
This looks really good.
Very nicely done. Sets up a double, but if Rob plays it, he'll be open in the middle of the rings too.
Whoa. Hurry, really hard. Yep, really hard.
And once again, an overcurl in this section of the
I
ice.
think he's got the double.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Wow, that was really great sweeping to hold that.
Nice firm weight on that one.
Look at how much ice he's taking for this shot. Like a foot of ice.
Does not want to flirt with that center guard. Oh, this is a beauty.
Nicely done.
Wow. Great rock management on that one.
Well, we expected a good tight game with lots of shot making, and that's what we're being treated to this morning.
So another chance for a double here.
Whoa.
Open things up.
Whoa.
It's trying. Great.
Hurry, Brian.
Nice. He even rolls under.
Is it in?
All right.
Yep. That was a great shot. 2 amazing doubles.
Very nice.
Not bad. You couldn't get the roll, eh? Oh, yeah.
So far, what I'm really noticing in the seniors is it's definitely a more relaxed attitude out there. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
It is. You know, these guys have been curling against each other for so long. There's a lot of friendships.
I'm curious as the week goes if it'll stay like that loose or if once the playoffs are looming, if we'll see some tightening up.
Well, there are some really good rivalries here as well.
Yes, I would imagine.
Yes, yeah.
I love a good rivalry.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that hit and roll out, all of a sudden, Rob LOBEL has a chance here with the corner guard. Try to sink one under. We know it'll finish.
Hurry, Feline. Hurry for line, hurry for line, hurry for line.
They are working hard on this one.
Whoa, we're by, we're by. Whoa, whoa.
Wow. Yeah. Well done.
Yeah, it really took advantage of that hit and roll out.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Clean.
Just calling the straight peel on this. Recognizing that was way too good. Certainly doesn't want to give up more than 2.
So they'll split the rings here.
Yeah, this is a great chance.
Top 8. Whoa.
Okay, they're
Top
not
8.
putting a brush
Whoa.
to it, but they don't seem overly concerned.
All right, well, good.
Really nice shot. No chance at a double there.
No. Nicely separated.
Oh, yeah?
All right, just hit and roll to the center.
We'll just
control.
try and get these a little bit closer together. Hopefully to set himself up for his next shot.
Yep.
They were on this early.
Yes. It actually looks like it fell back.
I think that was some good sweeping. He looked a little tight to me out of his hand.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
So another great chance for Rob LOBEL to split the rings. It is 2 points. Really patient end for Team
Yeah,
LOBEL.
so not quite as quick as this line, eh? Not quite. Okay, that's fine.
Try to do a hog-to-hog time, see what we're dealing with today.
Watch it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Top 8. Whoa.
So that was a 14.75. Should be right on the money.
It's been consistently keen here. You know, this is our 4th game on this sheet. And it's held up very, very well. Draw weight doesn't really change much from beginning to end of the game.
Okay.
All right, let's try that. Yeah, I guess we could even try the long roll on this one, eh? You're right. Might be the better way to go.
So I'm thinking that he prefers to
I'll,
play the
throw
path
just a
that
bit more
he
weight.
knows a little bit better. The
need
only
a
time
long
they've thrown a
roll, eh?
takeout on the other side
I'll
of
be
the
here.
sheet was he was wide and ended up rolling out on that side.
Yeah, I mean, there's no chance for a double here.
All right.
So
No.
really just want to hit and
Firm
stick,
control.
hope there's a mistake. That roll's really long.
Wow, you know what? He's still really curling in that spot, and he had like absolutely normal takeout weight there.
Yeah, that was firm. I think it was still a little tight out of his hand based on the line call.
Yeah, sorry,
but
guys.
The sweepers held it
Not
well.
seeing that. The feel is really good, but must be just coming in tight on that.
Yeah, you hear Howard saying he was tight, and even Rob was showing his broom holder where he thinks that Howard came out on that slide. So
right. Great chance here for Team LOBEL to get their 2 points back.
Hurry, hurry. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hurry, hurry.
look at that.
Clean,
That's taken
clean,
off too, eh?
Clean, clean.
Good shot.
Great throw by Rob LOBEL to get his 2 points. So with that, it'll be a score of 3-2, LOBEL over RAJALA.
We apologize, Howard, if we anytime we mispronounce your name.
It's taken a lot of work to learn how to pronounce his name. I've been saying it wrong for a long time. So Brian Bobby, I was looking at his sheet. It looks like he won the 2011 Ontario Seniors, the 2006 and 2006 Intermediates, and he was the All-Star lead in 2011 at the Senior Nationals. Good for him.
Nice.
Yeah, very hard. Looks good. Okay.
Good sweeping there to get that in. There's another example of just how much finish there is in that spot. So we'll get Paul Madden here to throw up a corner guard. And Paul's resume reads pretty much the same as the rest of his teams, actually. They, as I mentioned before, 1999 Ontario men's champion. And they went on to the Brier and finished with a record of 6-5. And in 2017, he was a Canadian senior men's silver medalist, again with
I'll give you a little less
team,
ice this time.
the same team. And in 2014, Ontario senior mixed champ, and he was the skip.
Lots of accomplishments.
Clean, clean. Keep it out there. Okay, line's good.
So I think they're just going to throw a tight
Line's
guard.
good. Yeah, hurry, Tom. Yeah, hurry. Okay, that's good. Whoa, whoa. That's better.
A little bit of cat and mouse going on right now. Team RAJALA interested in setting up the possibility for their 2 here before they get a chance to start clearing off the middle.
Well, they made this look easy 2 ends ago with this draw around the corner guard. So we know it curls really nicely here.
Come back here. Yep, yep, yep. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Hit.
It's partially exposed for Team LOBEL to go after here.
What do you think? Like just a hack?
So Tom Roblin, looking at his achievements, 2009 Provincial Intermediates winner and 2011 Provincial Senior winner. And he was an 8-time provincial competitor.
Hurry hard, Brian. Really hard. Yeah. Really hard. Really hard. Hurry. Keep going. Keep going.
This
Keep
one's
going.
not going to get by the
And
guard.
Roll it hard. Go, 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 go. Roll it.
Really need to make this.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's tight. That's all.
That's too bad. Just caught in between there. Would have liked to, if he was hitting the guard, would have liked to have rolled a little further.
You know, they called for a hack weight takeout there, and there's so much finish on this ice that, you know, you would have had to be exactly perfect on the broom to hold the line on that. So second, Chris Fulton has a bit of a different kind of achievement list. He was the 1987 Nova Scotia
Line's good.
men's.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know if they were the champions. He doesn't say that whether or not.
Hard.
Ontario again, 1999 Ontario men's, and 2001 Ontario mixed.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yes, that's right.
And that would be
I remember Chris from my Nova Scotia days. Okay, so a bit of a missed opportunity there. They were trying to get around the corner guard to sit a couple points. Just touches it, but he does guard the yellow again.
Yeah, that would have been a great chance to come around a.
You were just a little tight last time.
He was getting a chance to throw it again.
Yeah, I really like the communication there. He let him know what his options were.
Hurry, 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 really hard, really hard, really hard, really hard. Hurry, hurry. Whoa now, whoa now.
I'm not sure if it's something in his release that is making it take off like that. It seems like it's going right out of his hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, based on the way he called it, I think it was just a little bit tight. So rolled in, unfortunately didn't roll under cover, so gives Team RAJALA a chance to hit and sit 2.
Good weight.
Probably would love a little flip under here.
Yeah, this end is setting up nicely for the RAJALA team.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
Quite intense, Chris. Like he is like right into this.
I love the passion.
Very nicely done.
Really nice flipping underneath.
You know, sometimes from the thrower's perspective, you can really see the movement happening, and you can't yell at your sweepers loud enough to get them on it. Although, you know, as sweepers, your instructions are to really listen to the person in the house.
Either onto here or preferably onto there.
Sometimes I listen to whoever's yelling the loudest.
There you go.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
So hoping to run this into the situation and get one of these 2 yellows out of the rings.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Oh, so he just fired that a little wide.
Tom, if you want. Hurry, Tom. Hurry, Tom.
They'll end up peeling off their own guard here.
Oh, yeah, that was a bit of a...
All right.
Just tried to overthrow that a little bit. Just not as clean as throw.
I think Harold's probably looking at either protecting against Rob being able to use that red rock, perhaps by removing it altogether, or just taking the angle away.
Like that.
It's really maybe dangerous to make a takeout attempt on it.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to make their shot for them.
It's probably just edge on edge with that guard out front. So if they could set up a yellow stone here on an angle such that Rob can't promote his red one, I guess that would be the best outcome here.
Where? Whoa!
Yeah, he could. Another option would be to split the rings
Whoa,
and set 3.
Whoa,
I don't
whoa,
think you would
whoa,
see Rob run it
whoa,
through, but you never know. You certainly don't want to set up the angle for him.
Okay.
Okay. Well, not ideal. They're not sitting 2 anymore.
I don't think he wanted to tap it quite that far. I was
No.
just a bit firm on that draw weight, and that's Rich Moffat. And he, in addition to all those other senior championships and Briar appearances and all that good stuff, his other highlight is that he was the skip in the 1996 Canadian mixed team from Ontario, and he was the runner-up. So quite a great resume for this team from the Rideau Curling Club.
Yeah, it sure is. So Team LOBEL really trying to figure out what the heck to do. The angles aren't good on the front to remove the yellow.
I think that's better, yeah. Just do that. Okay. Up there.
So maybe they're going to try now to minimize the damage this end. So Brian Roblin, also 2011 senior champion. He went to the 2017 senior provincials
Line's good.
last year, and he's a
good.
3-time TCA champion.
Clean it though. Just clean. Just clean. Yeah, I might over curl. It's not bad. No, I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect.
Wow, there's maybe a little double raise here.
Yeah, I think they would have liked to have tucked a little piece or left it a little higher. I think, were caught right in the middle.
It's not the hardest shot to sit 3, though.
Yeah, it's definitely there.
Looks like
Slightly center line side. What sort of weight do you like? Just here, or do you want? I kind of like this, because if it feathers off this one, wouldn't mind it rolling.
So great discussion there on what weight to throw on this shot.
they're talking about throwing normal or even a little up normal. Certainly don't want to lose the line on this. Rich throws a really nice, clean rock. It's a good curler.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Needs to come up a bit.
I think it's good.
Great
Nice.
shot.
And he even overlapped the top 2 yellows a little bit.
Perfect. Yeah, this puts Team LOBEL on the defensive. They're going to have to run something in, hoping to remove a couple of those yellow rocks.
Problem is, you can't just feather that or else, you know. So we gotta, unfortunately, yeah, just gotta cross the face of it. So up normal, maybe a little bit of ice right here. Yeah. Okay, up normal and nail it back. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we crossed the face of hair.
Interesting to listen to the players in their analysis, both before and after, and their options for their next shot. Big shot here from Rob LOBEL.
This is a big shot.
Hurry.
So Rob
Whoa.
LOBEL was the 1984 Ontario Junior Champion.
Hurry.
Oh, that's an absolute beauty. Almost punches the other yellow back enough to sit shot rock, but I think he'll be pretty pleased with that.
It was a very well executed shot, and it turned out, he even wondered if he could make contact with that extra yellow one, and he did touch it.
Yeah. Great read of the angles. And really at this point, most they can give up is 2, as you'll see them probably hit the open rock no matter what happens here.
Or just straight draw then? I don't mind. I want to draw.
So they dodged a big bullet in this end.
So I'm not sure what that's going to do.
Some great shot making.
Okay.
So this would be the first rock in the 4th end for Howard RAJALA. And his resume, he actually has even some more accomplishments. He, in 2001, was the Mixed Ontario champion, and they finished with a record of 7-4 at Nationals, and there was a 7-way tie for first place after the round robin.
Oh my goodness. I've never heard of that.
Crazy. And in on the senior side in 2017 and 2013, senior men's Ontario champ, and they lost twice in the Canadian finals.
We have a lot of Canadian silver medalists on this sheet. So Team RAJALA attempting the draw around the guards here to sit 2.
Yep.
Doesn't want to get too close to that guard. Great sweeping.
Don't want to slip too deep here.
Yeah, definitely want to be in front of the tee line. Nice shot.
Great shot.
I don't know if you'll see Rob LOBEL chase that. I think he'll just hit the open one, concede the 2 points. He'd only be down 1.
You don't want to roll here and make his out-turn draw any easier. Mind you, he's probably just going to throw it anyway. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just roll in here and maybe force him to hit, because they'll make the draw, I'm sure. So throw normal there. Okay. Yeah, just a little bit more ice, I think, just to make sure.
So they're going to try and put a little bit of pressure on Howard here for his loss to get his deuce.
You're putting their 3rd rock into the rings, too. That's dangerous.
That was a good point by Rob there. One of his teammates asked him, would they ever consider playing that yellow-red top?
Close to the 4 foot.
And Rob's response, as you heard, was that we don't want to put another yellow rock in the rings here. I think he's resigned to the fact that he's going to give up 2 here, and he's just going to try and make Howard's last shot as difficult as possible.
Whoa. Hurry. Whoa. Yeah, thanks.
So nice shot there.
He was hoping to roll over to the back of the button and force Howard into a tap or a hit situation, but
How this is going to run here. I think it will curl.
Yeah, just a regular curl.
Yep. Yeah, I remember my hack weight. It was straight, and then it came at the end.
still learning all the different innuendos of this sheet of ice.
All right, board. Maybe firm board. Rich, I'll be here.
So just reconfirming with Rich that he's probably, maybe they hadn't exactly settled on the weight he was going to throw, so.
Close. Whoa.
Yeah, didn't seem overly confident with where he was putting the broom and what weight.
Looks like a good one.
But makes that with ease. Nice shot for 2. So after the 4th end, the score is 4-3 for Team RAJALA over Team LOBEL. Do you think the boys will do a little break here?
I don't know if they will or not. It looks like Rob's heading down to the other end right away, looking back, seeing whether his guys are.
I think just to get some water and stuff for about a minute or whatever.
So they are going to take a short break. So we will too, and we'll rejoin you in a few minutes.
Right in.
So they've resumed play just after a short break.
So no picnics, just some water.
Yeah, they're not like the ladies. They don't have a little lunch all packed and ready to snack on.
Okay.
At the U21s, it was literally they went out there with fruit and drinks and.
Yeah, we had a chuckle at the U18s last year as well.
Yeah, it curled pretty hard at the end, eh? But like
Should
straight
we
for a while
revisit
and
the
then
other sheets and see what's been happening?
through.
Not like it was diving.
So on sheet 1, it looks like the score is 3-1 for Team Armstrong over Team Daniel. And on sheet D, the score is 3-1 as well for Team Cochrane over Team Nye. And on sheet F, the score is 7-1 for Team Lewis over Team Hutchinson.
Rim.
Yeah, so most of the games are quite tight. This is the second draw for the men, so they're still feeling their way around the rocks and the ice.
No, no, no. Good.
You know, I was taking a look at the standings, and on the ladies' side, it's interesting and not something you see very often. The field is exactly split. There's 4 teams at 2-0 and 4 teams at 0-2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Normal? I don't know. We're only
Do you
down
expect the
one,
men's
so
field to be a
I'd say
bit
they
more
should have
even
had.
than the ladies?
I do. I think, you know, when the some of the top contenders start playing each other, I think you're going to see it even out a bit and quite possibly even a tiebreaker on the men's side.
Mm-hmm.
There are only 3 playoff spots, so they the winner of the round robin will go directly to the final,
Hurry hard.
and the
Yeah.
other 2
Hurry
teams
hard.
will play a
Hurry hard.
semifinal.
Hurry hard.
And as we
Hurry
mentioned
hard.
before, if there is a
Hurry
tie
hard,
for
hurry
that third
Okay, not
that
bad.
third playoff spot, the tiebreaker will be decided by win-losses and then their draw to the button score. So you can't put too much emphasis on how important that draw to the button is, because it could save you a whole game down the road in a tiebreaker situation. So they do work really hard on that. In fact, I think you'll notice, and you'll agree with this, a lot of bonspiels now, everything is going that way now. The hammer is now decided on a draw to the button. And I think it just serves to re-emphasize how critical that part of the game is. You don't just flip anymore. It's not just a coin toss. You have to earn the last rock advantage.
Yeah, I really like that idea. I was brutal at the flipping of a coin.
Even though you had a 50% chance of winning.
Yeah, it didn't seem to work out that way for me for some reason. I actually gave up doing it.
Somebody else has to take on this
Yeah,
responsibility.
it's not working for me.
It's too much pressure.
Stay back.
Okay, so Team LOBEL trying to play the double takeout here.
Yeah, up, no, up way, yeah.
Hopefully have a chance to use that corner guard they put up. They wouldn't hate the idea of a blank either in this end to retain hammer for the 6th, but any chance you have to score your 2 points in an 8-end game is pretty important.
That is so right, you know, because in a 10-end game, you have, you know, you're usually just coming back from the break in the 6th, but this is, you're in the last half of the game here, and if you can blank the 5th here and have 2 hammers to your opposition's 1, you know, you're going to take that any day.
Yep. Hard.
So Team RAJALA doing a good job here keeping these rocks in play.
Good.
Now we'll see if Team LOBEL decides to try the hit and roll behind the corner.
I'll go here. Control.
There's just enough room here for him to get a little flip underneath that yellow guard.
Yeah, he'll have to flirt a little bit with the top one, but this is good too.
Whoa. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Hurry hard, really hard.
Yeah,
Yep, really hard.
He first
really
called
hard.
him off. I thought, oh.
Really hard. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Well, they're by the top,
Oh, just ever so slightly.
but rolls to the open.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So not taking any chances here. Howard's going to get rid of this red counter.
Yeah, he'd like to stick around as well.
Good.
So they're learning a little more about that path they just threw, and I think it's only the second takeout they've thrown down there. And, you know, it didn't really come up, I think, the way that they thought it would.
Or hit, stay here. Probably better roll here, though.
He managed to save his shooter, so eventually Rob's going to have to
It's normal.
get himself set up for his 2 here. Maybe he can make this and roll under the guard.
Yeah, Rob's doing a good job being patient out there.
Hurry.
Recognizing
hurry,
that
hurry
shot
hard,
at the
hurry
top
hard,
is just way too
hurry
close.
hard.
Too good of
Hurry
an
hard.
opportunity for Team
Okay.
RAJALA.
That's fine.
And this is going to curl all the way to nose.
Okay.
So a chance for Howard to put some pressure on the LOBEL team here. He'd love to force him here, wouldn't he?
Mm-hmm. The good news for Team LOBEL is that rock is so tight to the rings. Even if Rich makes this really well, the run through would be pretty easy. I heard a funny phrase the other day when I was watching the Olympics, and Joan McCusker said when you're just walking along and not touching the rock, she called it walking the dog.
Yeah, I heard that too.
So I've thought about that a lot this game, because there's been a lot where they have just accompanied the rock down to the other end. So I've been thinking a lot about them walking the dog. I've never heard that expression before, and I thought it was really cute. I'm going to steal it and add it to my repertoire.
There you go.
So a little deep with that one. Gives Team LOBEL a chance.
Hurry, Tom. Hurry, Tom. Make it curl. Got to curl a lot here. Keep going, though.
Not loving the line on it.
Yeah, keep going.
Looks like his weight's pretty good.
Behind the tee if you can. Keep going, yeah, keep going, keep going. Good sweeping, guys. There you go.
Looks like an opportunity here for a little hit and flop. There's enough separation that he really shouldn't be removing his own yellow, but he's going to throw board weight at this.
All right, board weight.
So they're creeping up in the house a little bit too, Laura. If he makes this, he may be somewhere
Close.
closer to the tee line.
Yeah, this is a big shot.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Yep! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
It's
Chris.
looking really good.
Nice shot.
That's a beauty. Really nice shot by Howard.
All right.
So no chance for the blank in this end.
It's not looking that way right now.
Maybe we should try. Okay.
Well, they for a minute talked about maybe running the red one in. But if you don't
All
make
right,
that
so you were
perfect,
out about
yeah.
there. So we got to take about there.
now they've elected to draw, and I think maybe they could just maybe nudge Howard back a little bit and be corner frozen. They'd be shot.
Yeah, that was a great hit and roll. So Team LOBEL in a bit of trouble here.
Could run it back. What do you think? I don't know. Yeah. All right.
Do we have to move it?
Well, not really, no. We could just snuggle up to it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so it sounds like they don't have to move it to become
Tee line, I
shot
guess.
stone.
Yeah. See? Here, yeah. Okay.
A lot of pressure on the sweepers
good.
here to make this
Whoa,
perfect.
for weight, I think. Whoa, 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 whoa.
This one looks a little warm.
It's really hanging out there, eh?
Yeah, definitely has
He
a
may
little
be closer to
extra,
freezing to the back one.
extra steam on it.
Well, that's an unforced miss by Team LOBEL.
Yeah.
Might have moved it a little bit, but I don't think it's really going to matter, right? Okay. Okay. Okay.
We've seen so many kicked rocks
That's what I
already
gave
in the
you for
first
yours.
day and a half.
So I mean, like even there's not
I think
bad,
in
right?
last night's game we had the same guy kick a rock 3 times.
We've got line. Let's take it in.
I think we're going to have to
the
start
triple
keeping
there,
a
though.
tally.
We
Yeah.
show them enough.
So where would you put this? How deep would you go here, Laurie?
Well, I like putting it right in on
How
top.
far do you like this
They're
big
recognizing
dagger?
an opportunity here to really
two.
put the pressure on Team LOBEL.
Yeah. I don't want to set up the triple. Yeah.
But they look
All
like,
right.
yeah, they're maybe just making sure. I can't tell who's second shot.
Yeah, that's hidden. That other yellow is hidden behind the. I'm thinking that the yellow are sitting 2, but they realize that they've left the red run double. So I think they want to put something in the way of that.
Yes, that's why my
Line's
first
good.
instinct was just to wrap another one right around.
Even if it's top 4. Oh, they want to get by.
So it's got a couple options.
Oh, shoot.
You know, yeah.
Just play the
Let's
draw.
Yeah. So
Changes his
we were
whole
there.
pattern,
Yeah, we
his
gotta
whole
go, like,
line of delivery here, though,
even there.
with that yellow one sitting there
Okay.
near center.
Edge of the button, yeah.
He did mention if they go to the back one, they'll only give up 1.
He's going to just have a little peek at that run double
Uh-huh.
for 2.
Okay.
But recognizing that that does put the game on the line. This isn't a gimme either, though, to be honest.
The top.
Yeah, he doesn't necessarily have to play the run double. He could just play the raise.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should almost play this for one, or just freeze to that and just give him one. Okay? Yeah, I know. I mean, we can try, but boy, oh boy, it's a hell of a draw. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
So he recognizes that it's going to be, you know, very difficult to get a piece of the button here. I think it's there. I mean,
Well, we can go to the back one and only give up one. Draw is awfully tough, but, you know, you can make it. All right. So what do you think? You think the weight is same on this line? We're taking a foot extra ice. Yeah, so I just got to give you less, yeah. A little less, all right.
it's a great conversation. You know, the front end reinforcing that they think the path is just as keen as the one he just threw in.
That's a little less. Hurry for weight, I think. Whoa for weight. Whoa for weight. Whoa for weight.
I love when
Whoa,
skips
whoa,
call
whoa.
their own weight.
Hurry, 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 really hard.
Oh, it just
Hurry,
broke
hurry.
on them there.
Hurry, 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 hurry. Okay. It's just a little heavy anyway.
Yeah, I guess he was heavy anyhow. So.
Yeah.
It's just a little heavy anyway.
I think
yeah.
he knew that that draw was pretty tricky and was content to only give up the 1 point. I think Team RAJALA, though, was breathing a sigh of relief that Rob LOBEL didn't go after that run back. He had made a couple earlier, so I was wondering if he would. So steal a 1 in the 5th end, so that puts Team RAJALA up 5-3. So Team LOBEL will retain hammer in the 6th end. So this is pretty critical for Team LOBEL to at least score a couple. Keep this game close.
So this lead Paul man in his spare time, he likes to golf. That's it.
I like to golf as well. So Brian likes to play chess and golf, and he also does some coaching. So that's great. Give him back a little bit.
Looks like some of our other games out there, Laurie, have become blown wide open here.
Yes, let's do a few updates.
Hey,
So on sheet C, we have Team Armstrong up 3-2 over Team Daniel. And on sheet D, we have Team Cochrane just stole a 3-under and they're up 7-1, playing the 6th end over Team Nye. And then on sheet F, we have Team Lewis up 7-1 over Team Hutchinson, playing 6.
So 2 close games, 2 not so close games.
Yeah.
over here.
Okay, so with that miss, it sets up a bit of a pocket, so not ideal for a lead shot. So Team LOBEL's going to try to put one right in there.
Yeah, Paul won't be too happy with that. I think the call was for it to be just in front of it. They did try and go around at the last minute, but it was too late with that finish
Heavy,
we get
eh?
here.
Heavy. Heavy. Heavy, heavy.
Yeah, those lead rock are they're just crucial.
Hurry, hurry. Yeah.
I played
Hurry
lead for a
the
couple
line.
of years
Just keep it going, guys.
recently,
Tap that
and
an inch. Keep
there is a
going. You gotta
tremendous
tap it an
amount of
inch.
pressure on those
Oh.
first
Keep going,
rocks.
keep going. Don't worry about it.
They
Keep going,
just
keep going,
kicked the
keep going.
corner guard.
Yeah, we might need that later.
And he gave it a
Someone right
good
there.
thump. It moved at least a foot. Yeah.
Because I've moved quite a bit. So.
Go kicking rocks off.
They're making fun of it.
I love it. That was a really nice freeze there as well. It's a difficult shot to remove.
So Chris Fulton likes to, is right into cycling in the summertime. He's an avid cycler, and his other pastime in the winter is skiing. And he would like us to say hi to his wife Linda and daughter Julia and son Jacob back home. So hello, guys.
Whoa!
Hope you're watching.
Whoa! 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 Good.
So would have loved to have stayed on the nose on that one, but nice shot to remove the backing. So Tom Roblin also enjoys golf and running. And he has hard work in quotation marks. So I'm
Hard
not
work.
sure.
He likes hard work.
He likes hard work.
Yep.
He also said his wife, Carol, could not stand curling when we met, and now she is the sport's biggest fan.
Awesome. Fine, it looks a little
So
hot.
hopefully Carol's watching. So it's in around a little deeper than what they would have wanted.
So Howard's going to ask Chris to make a play on this yellow-red combination here and perhaps roll to the wings themselves with the shooter.
Yeah, I would love to save his shooter. Really
They
nice.
both roll
yeah.
together. I like
really
that
nice
one.
sweeping
Good
on
shot.
that.
Good sweep, guys.
There's a double here for
Definitely.
Team LOBEL.
Hurry, 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 hurry hard, hurry hard, hurry hard, guys. Hurry hard. Whoa now, whoa now, whoa,
Got
right
some
off.
extra sauce on this one.
Get in there.
Oh,
Okay.
just caught in between.
Yeah.
Almost had it. Almost had the perfect roll.
Got a little jam sandwich going there.
Yeah.
Very difficult to remove that red rock, though.
Yeah, it looks like it's just going into yellow and I don't know about this, Lori.
I know.
You think it'll spin enough to go out?
We'll see how much action they'll get off that red. His first instinct was to split the rings. We'll see what happens here if there's enough action off the red in the middle of the sandwich.
Their back yellow's definitely gone.
For sure. Certainly don't want to leave two reds behind the guard after this is over.
This is most likely the top yellow will stay. This is coming with some heat also. Oh, it went easily.
It did. Good to know.
So the next time you're lining up that shot,
I don't know.
He's left a double for LOBEL, though.
Yeah, still a pretty decent situation for LOBEL. Would love to make these two move. Sit 2. Wasn't looking so good a few rocks ago.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hurry, Tom.
This might be a little full.
Hurry, Tom. Keep going, Tom.
We'll see if Tom
Keep
can
going.
work some magic.
All right.
So it was pretty critical to keep your shooter. Even if you don't make the double on that, that's a bit of a mistake.
They gave it the old directional sweeping try, though. At that speed, though, I think there's very little effect. So Rich Moffat, is a record collector in his spare time.
Oh.
Records.
I wonder what his favorite kind are.
There are a lot of them around there, though, if you're thinking about, the old turntable and the...
Oh, yeah, it's a popular hobby now. People just swear that the sound is so much better as well. So trying to split the rings here to sit 2. Again, a little bit warm, but does manage to hang on. So Brian Roblin enjoys curling and going to his cottage.
What kind of weight?
So we have our first
Like
final
control?
also, Laurie.
Oh, well, tell me what
Normal
happened.
then? Okay.
It's Team Lewis has they had a 7-1 lead
You're just a
after
little wide last time,
the
so
5th end,
that's
and I
about right.
imagine they must have stole a couple more as they've walked off. I imagine we'll see this final score being 7-1.
Okay.
So that takes Team Lewis to
Hurry,
2
hurry,
2-0.
hurry.
They're having a great
Hurry
start to
hard.
this event.
Hurry hard. Really hard, yeah. Hurry hard. Hurry hard. Really hard. Really hard. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep
This
going.
is really
Hard,
curling,
hard,
really
hard,
curling
hard,
on them. He
hard,
may
hard.
lose his shooter.
Okay. Nice try. Almost.
Yeah, if we could set it up for the double.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that red is really not, they're not able to remove that red. They're just going to split the rings here again. They'll want to stay in front of the tee line, so not to give Rob a chance to freeze.
All right, just draw to the right side.
So just the final score on that Team Lewis, Team Hutchison game was 7-2 in favor of the Lewis team. So that drops Team Hutchison to a 1-1, and as I mentioned, Team Lewis go to 2-0.
T-line's good. Yep, gotta go.
They're trying to set this up so that if Rob decides to go for his 2 and attempt the double, that that it will jam on the other red.
Good sweep, guys.
Well, they can hit and roll in front of that other one and hopefully still try to bring that red back into play.
All right, board weight.
So Rob likes golfing and water
Under the
skiing.
guard, yeah. Yeah.
Howard's hobbies are, you're going to love this one.
What?
He loves to play golf, but his other hobby is
You wanna
taxiing
roll
for
the
his
other way? We
daughter.
can call a timeout. What do you think? Yeah? Okay, board weight.
He also has a
Yeah.
piano performance degree.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he and Mary Chilvers could play a little duet.
Duet.
Whoa, 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 Tom. Tom, all the way. Tom, Tom, Tom. Go, 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 go.
Trying to get
Hurry,
this to move
hurry,
a little
hurry, hurry.
bit. Oh, they are trying to hit and roll under. Hey, pretty nice shot.
Ooh. Well
They
done.
were trying to go underneath. Set up a possible 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
So are they lining up the
talk
double
about
here,
this,
or are they
so,
just
if they
going for the top
hit my
one?
2,
I think he's just
draw.
going to focus on the top one, and
Maybe.
I think Rich was just making sure he knew where not to hit it to jam.
If this jams back here, we might be shot over this one.
So just key is to hit and flop a little bit to sit 2.
We've seen a number of rocks in this path, so they should be pretty comfortable with the line.
So he does jam, but they're still sitting the 2 points.
Yep. Yeah, it was a little up too on the weight, eh?
All right, board weight again. Hit it on the nose. All right.
So with Team LOBEL representing the Scarborough Golf and Country Club, I did hear that they were demolishing the curling rink.
Really?
Yeah,
Are they going to build another, or no?
no.
Hurry.
So after 60 years, they will be getting rid of that curling
Hurry.
rink. And
Hurry. Okay.
apparently they have
Okay.
a pretty healthy membership there. So I think people are pretty disappointed that that's taking place.
Arr.
You really don't want to lose curling rinks in the city.
No.
So nice hit and stick for 1 there. So that will put Team RAJALA up 5-4 over Team LOBEL after 6 ends.
It looks like we have another final on sheet D. And the final score in that game was Team Cochrane
Up there.
taking it by a score of 7-2. So that takes their record to 2-0 and sends Team Nye to an 0-2 start in this event.
Yeah.
So because Team LOBEL was forced to 1 there, they are down 1 without the hammer. So they will be putting up a center guard here.
Looks like our game over on sheet C is still really close.
Well, leave this one long, maybe.
They haven't.
again.
They
Okay.
did post the 5th.
Brian.
Look at all the rocks in play, though.
Are they still only in the 6th end?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I noticed on our sheet, Team LOBEL was saying that they were a little tight for time.
Yeah, things must be really tight over on sheet C.
I think we have another walking the dog situation here on our sheet. They haven't laid a brush to it.
That dog's getting lots of exercise.
Oh, dear. Yeah, that's a little
I
heavy.
say throw another one up there.
Yeah, Team LOBEL recognizing it's really crucial to steal here. So not worrying about that rock in the back of the rings, opting to put another center guard.
Line's good.
This is always a tricky shot for the lead to space
go
them
over if
out
you
enough,
can.
not enough, so not close enough that you can make the double peel. But you certainly don't want to hog it.
Well, I think it's going to stop. Whoa, whoa. Okay, Brian.
So a little tighter than what they would have liked. Also not quite the right line. Heck of a shot over on sheet C.
It was. They went through a small port and made a gentle tap for 1. That would have been Team Armstrong.
Puts Team Armstrong up 4-2. over Team Daniel.
So Howard's having Paul draw around again here. This time he's got much better weight.
Yeah, great line on this one. Still
Nice.
have access to the forefoot here.
Nice chance to you know, to get back to draw weight back after being a little bit heavy on his first.
Little out. Tundra him. Wait for it. Go, Bobby, if you want to, but is it here? Okay. Back four is good. Just keep going. Yeah, okay. It's good. Wishful thinking. Yeah.
Just didn't quite have the line on that one.
Looks like it's fully exposed. There's actually even room to get a little inside flip here.
Sure is.
This will definitely curl here.
He's on the guard.
Probably just straight tight out of his hand because Howard called him sweeping on right away. So
Right there.
it's just unforgiving if
Or
you're
here.
anywhere inside on the
Okay,
broom with the
here.
tremendous amount of finish they get on this surface.
Well, you were here. Let's take it there. Okay, right there then. Okay.
I think you'll see Team LOBEL here attempt a few guards. It's a little early to bring all the play into the rings.
It's curling.
He'd really like to steal here, or at least
Hurry, get it
keep
in.
Howard
then.
to a
Hurry
single.
line's perfect if he can get it in. Really go hard. You can get by this
Okay,
one.
so they're making a
Keep going, though. Keep
change in the
going.
call.
Keep going, freeze to it. Oh, that one did something funny. I don't know. Okay.
Not ideal where that landed.
That one curled. I don't know.
This gives Chris a great opportunity to play essentially the same shot and just flip underneath that stagger. They'd be in real good shape. Needs to come up though. Does he jam on the back?
Well, he makes contact with it but doesn't remove it. Now yellow, there are 3 yellow rocks in the rings.
There is, but Team LOBEL does have a really nice opportunity to flip in underneath.
Try here. Just rub off that into here. Okay.
That stagger
So
is
back 4, back 8.
whoever gets under it first.
So whoever's throwing has the advantage of the stagger at this point. It's a tough port, though. I mean, he just wants to brush off of that yellow rock, leaving it in the rings.
Okay, hurry then. Hurry for line. Whoa for line. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hurry, 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 hurry. Really hard, Brian. Really hard. Whoa.
So
Close.
difficult, eh?
Okay, good.
Really nice.
Now look at that stagger.
good,
It's
yeah.
a Christmas tree
Yeah,
setting up
for
here. Worked out well.
Yeah, they didn't seem too impressed with that result, but I thought it was pretty good.
I think it's good. It's the hit on the top red misses it.
Totally.
Whoa!
So just trying to peel the center off. It's going to take a few shots to get at that one behind the stagger. Uh-oh. No, it's okay. Got away with it. So big shot here for Team LOBEL. They're going to try to wrap another one in around that staggered guard.
Hurry for line now. Yeah, hurry. Hurry for line. Room, 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 room. Room. Lots of room. Line's pretty good, actually. Line's good. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Hurry, Brian. Hurry, Brian. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. It's got to go real far. Real far. Right in there. Hey, good stuff.
That's
good.
a great shot.
A little messy there now.
Couple beauties by Team LOBEL.
Yeah, he can see about half of that yellow one. They have to hit something at this point, so they're just going to decide. They're going to take a timeout to talk about this one. It's a pretty important moment in the game here.
Well, let's hear what they have to say about this.
So I was thinking of hitting 3/4 of that, just getting rid of the front stuff. Yeah. Hit 3/4 of this guy. Roll away. You never know, but this is killing us here.
The other shot is something like this, right?
But I'm just wondering if it just feather.
If you ever clip off this and go into play,
Yeah. Yeah, let's 3/4.
Hit it so that we don't jam on that.
That's, we're trying to hit as much as I can here because I want the yellow to shoot out as well, right?
Three-quarters on one side?
Well, I was thinking on this side here. Do you think that's going to squirt it into that one, or?
It should go over the top, yeah.
I mean, worst case, nose. Okay.
Ideally, they'd like to open up that situation. Hit the red one a little on the high side, so that it goes. It gets out of there. It would open up the two back red ones, and then at least they might have a play on it.
Yeah, I don't know what they decided on the weight choice here. They're trying. It seems to me they're trying to get a lot out of this shot. It's pretty tricky.
Yep, yep.
Like you say, it's really important to open it up and give the skipper a chance to get something going.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty, where he hit it is pretty good. The yellow one
Great
stayed in
shot.
play. So now Rob has to be careful here.
Yeah, that worked out really well for them.
Good throw, Rich.
Pretty tricky to guard both, eh?
Yeah, very much so.
Went pretty straight, eh? I mean, it was big weight, but went quite straight.
Yeah, it did, but it was a swirly throw.
Well, they have a double right now on our two reds, so we got to guard the one on Tom's side.
I think, though, the double, don't you think the one on the center line goes across into that yellow one in the 8-foot on the double attempt?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
You mean the one over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd jam it. Hard to say.
They're throwing the guard. Scary times here, though.
Whoa,
Has to be good.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's not very light.
It's might be right in the pocket.
I'd set up a triple.
He's actually struggled a bit with draw weight.
Well,
Not
he
bad.
might have got away with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is a little heavy. Yeah.
Because he tapped it
Yeah,
a bit,
man,
right? So
yeah.
he took away the lineup on the back two double.
Yeah.
If
You said-
Howard can make
sure.
another
Yeah,
double,
yeah, yeah.
there's going to be just one lonely little red rock in
Yeah.
there.
It's not bad. Yeah. Well,
And you're guarding for your life.
Really?
Really skinny.
yeah, I gotta hit like half a rock or something like that to get that top one out. Yeah. Yeah.
I think they really like the fact that this path runs straighter than the other side. They were talking about that after Rich's shot. Oh.
Okay.
I don't know if they saw that coming.
So what's the scenario now? He's still sitting second and third shot, so it's pretty good. Rob has to be perfect on this guard. If he can make a really good one here, the steal is definitely on. However, if you're off by a little bit, there's a 3.
Yeah,
And
I
there's
guess I sorta
probably
got
going to
it
be an
back somewhere
in-off for
close.
2
I'm sliding tight,
regardless.
trying to
Or,
feel it
well,
back there.
depends how
Still went
even
pretty
those two are. It's hard for us to tell from down here, but
It's curling at the end, but it's hard to
mission number 1 here is to put on a nice guard.
Yeah.
He mentioned that he wants it tight, but I just want to be tight like it was in his last one.
I was just thinking the same thing. Not quite as tight.
So he got all the way out there. There is a spot here where it can run straight.
Yeah. Yeah. His line is not very good.
No, and if he gets it now, it's curling. So now he's setting up a double.
Yeah, not great. He'll be disappointed with that throw.
Well, I think we've got to try it, eh?
Yeah, just slightly high.
I think it should be fine. It should go over top,
I
don't
think
you
so.
think, Barb?
I think so. Yep.
Big shot here for Howard. Rajala.
You know,
Just ever so
Rob's
slightly
disappointed
high.
that it didn't, didn't take the right path, but he was also a little heavy.
Well, I think he would have been okay, but they had to go hard for line with the sweeping because he was so far. He recognized he threw it a bit wide, and he just got caught in that track out there.
Close. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah!
Needs to come up a bit.
Whoa!
It's close.
Got it.
Makes it easy. That's a great shot for a 3-point. So, after 7 ends, that is a score of 8-4 for Team Rajala. We're thinking of some handshakes here. They're not sure.
Thank you.
Sounds like they're going to play them back. Okay, they've decided to call it a day.
So some handshakes. That was a really entertaining and well-played game by both teams.
It was, Lori.
Lots of rocks in play.
And that concludes our coverage of this morning's game. Please join us again at 1 p.m. for Draw 3 of the ladies' event. We will have live coverage of Team Rizzo from the Brantford Golf and Country Club. Their record is 2-0 versus Team Brown from the Guelph Curling Club, and their record is 2-0. So early in our event, we have an important game coming up. So on behalf of Lori and myself and our entire TSL crew, thank you for joining us this morning.